Looking back at the history of Doom, it is wild to see how much it has evolved. With this latest entry, ID Software does what I thought would be impossible. It elevates the series even further. So if you thought Doom 2016 and Eternal were the pinnacle of the series, The Dark Ages will blow you away. It is by far the most polished entry that delivers top-notch gunplay, complex customization, and the demon-slaying antics we love. Doom: The Dark Ages works like a bridge between Doom 64 and its 2016 release. I cannot talk much about the story without spoiling it, but it is full of fan service moments that veterans of the series will appreciate.
Here until the heart of Argent is found. It is close.
Oh, we tear this village to pieces, but our time is running out. Soon, the humans will summon him.
When it comes to the general plot, the Slayer is locked down due to how dangerous he is, and he is eventually called to kill demons if the situation demands it. The story is quite lengthy and brings 22 chapters full of classic Doom action as well as mecha levels and dragon riding moments. It might not be the most emotional or groundbreaking thing, but it is amazing, especially if you're a fan of the series. To fight the almost endless demons, the Slayer has one of the best arsenals in the series. The most notable addition is the Shield Saw. This weapon can be used both offensively and defensively. To attack, you can use the shield to charge at enemies and also throw it like Captain America in a more aggressive way. As you progress through the story, you can also unlock runes that modify how your shield works. These runes add completely new effects to your shield. For example, one of these runes will summon a shockwave that will hit enemies around you. However, you can only use this whenever you parry a ranged attack. Demon attacks are also something that works differently in the Dark Ages. Projectiles are much slower and come in two colors. The orange ones, which you can block, and the green ones called Hell Surges, which you can parry to stagger enemies or bounce back at foes. Aside from the shield, you also have a lot of guns, with almost all of them having more than one form. For example, the shotgun can swap between its normal mode and the super shotgun mode. The latter is capable of killing even some elite enemies with one well-placed shot. Beyond that, you have a weapon that uses skulls as ammo, one that shoots plasma rounds, a rocket launcher, and one that fires a chain ball. These weapons are some of the most over-the-top we have seen in the franchise, but well, that is expected from ID Software. The other two additions are the Mecha and the Dragon, which are usable only in specific levels. The Mecha has a few melee attacks and two finishers that can recharge depending on how often you hit an enemy. The Dragon, on the other hand, is a bit more fun as it can fly around specific maps, land on areas and let the Slayer shoot enemies and then fly back again to continue exploring or shooting down enemy ships. Even if both are great, I still felt they needed more screen time, and out of the two, the Dragon was vastly superior. Also, the game brings larger areas for players to explore. At first, I was a bit skeptical about them because Doom doesn't really need any open areas, so I was expecting a bit of them to be tedious or empty at times. Thankfully, that was not the case because all areas were packed with enemies, secrets, collectibles, and even traversal challenges. In addition, the game encourages you to look around every nook and cranny to get the currency you need to upgrade your weapons. Overall, Doom: The Dark Ages is an excellent entry to the franchise and might be the best in the series. It combines the iconic and excellent gunplay and elevates it with new additions that many veteran fans will welcome. However, new players will also find this game as the perfect starting point. It is highly accessible and customizable, and most importantly, it offers a lot of replayability for those who want to pursue a higher difficulty. For that reason, we scored Doom: The Dark Ages with a 9.5 out of 10. As always, remember to like and subscribe and follow thenerdstash.com for more about gaming.